assets like intellectual property are particularly important in the startup culture. So when you think about it, the future of our economic recovery is largely dependent on the success of these small companies. And within these small companies, intellectual property is probably their single most valuable asset. So small companies have a tremendous respect and truly appreciate the value of intellectual property in terms of building the foundation of their startups.
San Diego is known as America's finest city, but it also could be known as America's smartest city. So throughout the region, the universities, the research institutes, the spin-offs and related companies, all are involved in an intellectual ferment whereby they're all supporting and creating new intellectual property and helping each other move forward.
IP is really the lifeblood of the innovation economy that we've worked so hard to build here in San Diego. I came out of the private sector as a serial entrepreneur, and now I'm in the public sector working as the Chief Business Officer for Sanford Burnham Medical Research Institute. What I see about San Diego, more so than a lot of other places that I visit and work in, this city really recognizes the importance of that lifeblood, okay? And there's a real focus on the innovation economy, to working with the universities, the 70-odd research institutions that we have here, and building an infrastructure throughout the community that supports the invention, supports the inventors and the entrepreneurs.
I think a great advantage of having patent examiners in the San Diego area is that they can easily get into the university, talk with people. There are groups like Connect, the Von Liebig Center, other entities who have already plowed the earth, making it a normal thing for questions about intellectual property to come up in the academic environment.
New ideas, new patent applications are not just going to come from one industry sector. So if you're in a marketplace that's creating solutions for everything from sports to science to military, everything else, it's actually happening here. So you want your examiners to be close to the ideas. In addition, you're going to actually see these ideas go from theory to implementation in the exact same region that you originally certified the patent for. I think it's a clear advantage for the patent office to be here, close to the ideas, because the ideas are going to be so diverse.
We've all had to work together and understand the commonalities of developing IP, and commercializing IP, and really working with the companies and the people and the organizations that help IP become products and services here in our community.
We're really not interested in competing with each other. We're interested in collaborating with each other, and there's plenty of room for all of us to find good homes for our intellectual property, and in many cases it's joint intellectual property, and we're finding a good home for all of our researchers' work.
One of the advantages to having patent examiners in San Diego is that patents are getting much more complex, and so you need to have brain power in all these different sub-areas that you can easily get to on a daily basis. We have that in spades in San Diego, both in the university sector and the research institute sector, also in the private sector, and then of course in the military and intelligence sector.
San Diego believes we can be the place that innovates the solutions to major diseases, that we can be the place that innovates better treatments and diagnostics, that we can be the place that cracks the tremendous opportunities in the wireless sector, in the energy sector, in telecommunications. And when you have that, plus a beautiful, great place to live, it's a combination that's really hard to beat.